welcome to this week's blog. So in this week, I'm going to share with you why I stopped doing IPS, which is in-person sales sessions, and what I'm doing instead. So let's get started. So you've probably heard that in-person sales sessions is the way to go to increase the sale per session per client. It totally is, and when I've done it, every time I've scored. So it's really important if you're starting out to experiment and see what works for you. And you'll find that as your business grows, you will change and you'll do other things. And sometimes when we watch others do these sort of things or change or do something else, we tend to think that's the way to go. But let me tell you from experience over my 7 years in business, it really isn't. It's really about focusing on what suits you, your business, your lifestyle, your time that you have on your hands. I know most of you guys that watch these videos and that are in the business school and that follow me know that are moms like me that have kids and might be doing this as a second job or a hobby, wanting to grow into a business. So it's really important to focus not on what that photographer is doing because it's working. Focus on why it should suit you and your business, and if it does, and try and figure out, does this suit you? Does it suit your lifestyle? Does it suit your business? Is it something you love doing? Because I really know that from experience, if you don't love something, you won't be very good at it. So it's really important. And the last thing you want is to hate your job because you have to do an in-person sales session. So I'm going to show you explain to you why I stopped doing in-person sales and how what I'm doing instead of that. So I stopped because of 3 main reasons. The first one is I don't have enough time on my hands. I mean, there's only 24 hours a day and I can't be working 24 hours. So remember, I still edit my images. I do have a VA that does all my admin work, but still I'm shooting as well. And because I'm getting a lot of sessions, that limits the time for sales sessions, which is why I gave that up. The second thing I found, 98% of my clients found it inconvenient. I find that I attract clients from outside my area and surrounding areas. So they literally come from the other side of the city, or they come, at least 40 minutes, 20 minutes away. And having a newborn baby and some other, older children, it makes it very hard. So I found it inconvenient, and I know that so many photographers say, well, they have to make it, you have to put in your contract. But when I used to do it, the thing with me was, you might find that too, you might not have this issue, but I'm just explaining what issues I had, is I found clients didn't book because they had to come in for a sales session. And they are aware that there is so much ways you can do it online. So a lot of people didn't book me for that reason. And I'm not gonna risk not booking a client just because they can't come to a sales session. So that's the second reason why I stopped doing IPS. The third reason is, after stopping it for a few months, I figured out that I can do it all in one. And that's what I'm gonna explain to you. So instead of me, getting them to come back in at a different day and time, I actually figured out that I can actually fit it into the one session most of the times. So that's what I did. And I thought that, if I can just get them after their session to sit down, look through the albums and the packages and the wall art and things that I sell, and to figure out if they want to or not, then I have got, a win-win. They're here, they don't have to come back, and it's all good for the both of us. So that was my 3 reasons why I stopped doing IPS sessions. And if you have started and stopped, I want to know your reasons as well. So leave at least one in the comments below for me to read, because I know I'm not alone, and I love to hear other reasons why some photographers have stopped this as well. So this is what I'm doing instead. So after the session, we do a mini sales session, or I call it a mini sales session. And what I do is, I do explain this in the emails, in the contract, that what I do is I'll show them their raw images if we have enough time, because I've been doing this for about 3 or 4 months now, and I've noticed that sometimes we run out of time. So I put an if in my contract and my emails, letting them know that if we have enough time, they will view the raws and select what they want and any albums and things like that they want to order. The second thing is when they're viewing their images, if they don't have enough time, I will also load it straight away. So by the time they get home, I'll load it into an online gallery for them to choose, and I will tell them they have 2 days maximum to choose their raw files and to select the ones they want. Now this saves me so much time from editing, and it saves them, the hassle of coming back as well. Now, if you're thinking, oh, I can't show them the raws because I'm not good enough, I'm still new, my images aren't as good, then you need to be able to learn how to perfect that. Now, I felt that same way, and I've been doing photography for a long time now. But what I do is when I load those images, I will crop them, edit them, change the, brightness, contrast, things like that until it's perfect, almost edited, and load it for them to view. The third thing is I have an online sales strategy. Now, I'll go a bit more into that in next week's episode, which is all focused around that. But pretty much what it is just a strategy of what I do to sell online. So I might give them a product list to go home with when they view their images. Or as they're sitting there, I'll tell them that they can purchase within the next 7 days and they get a bonus something, or they get a small discount of an album or something like that. So I have strategies in place, which, as I said, I'll discuss more about in next week's blog, so stay tuned. But I have strategies in place to increase my sales, even though I'm doing this whether online or that mini sales session right after their session. So the fourth thing is those bonuses. It's good to have bonuses for them to decide, because they might say to you, oh, I'm thinking of ordering this wall art set for Christmas, and then Christmas is like 6 months away. They'll never go there. They'll probably just go to a local store and order it there because it's cheaper. So what you want to do, you want to be able to increase and put in all the sales in the one go, and I give them a set amount of days to order with a discount, or maybe an added bonus like a mini album or something like that that's not going to cost you an arm and a leg. So it's really important to have strategies like that in place when you're doing these mini sales sessions after the session, or online as well. Now, the fifth thing I do is I tell clients that I delete these images 2 weeks after we complete the orders and they receive their USB with their images and their products and their prints. 2 weeks gives them enough time to decide if they want to order more, or if they haven't ordered, they have that 2 week period to order, obviously without those bonuses, because I've given them 7 days for the bonuses. But I tell them the images are going to be gone because I don't have any more archive space, I don't save anything. It's pretty much that's what I do. Now, they are pretty much rushed to see if they want to purchase any more images. They didn't the first time round. They have 2 weeks. And what I do is we set an email responder to go out about 3 or 4 days before, reminding them that they have a few more days to select their images. If they want to, they just need to let us know. So these are some reasons why I stopped doing IPS sessions and what I'm doing instead. As I said, next week is going to be all about online galleries and how you can do online galleries and make a profit exactly like you would do in in-person sales. I'll be going into more strategies into that, so stay tuned. So for this week's blog, I've created a freebie. It's my ordering process, step by step. I list and I go through more detail than I've discussed today, and it goes through in detail of the step-by-step process. You can either adopt that as well or add and change things to suit your business. So go download that now and leave me a comment below and let me know, do you do in-person sales sessions? How are you finding it? Or if you've stopped, and let me know why you've stopped as well. I'd love to know all your stories, so leave them in the comments below. I'll catch you guys in next week's episode. Remember, it's going to be all about how to create and make a profit using online galleries, so stay tuned for that. Did you know the #1 struggle us photographers face, especially when starting our photography business, is we can't book enough sessions into our business in order for it to grow and for us to make money? So what I've done is I've created a training that's absolutely free for you to join, and I'm going to show you 3 ways you can book more sessions right now. So these 3 things that you can do in your business right now to book more sessions and hopefully get your calendar booked up. All you got to do is go to thephotographers.society.com/training.